morning to all. Now, in the previous session, I have already explained how to measure the volume and how to measure the mass. Okay, now the different types of solids we are getting in our daily life, how we can measure the volume of the given solid. Okay, so measurement of volume of the irregular solid body. Okay, it is unit fifth. Unit fifth is going on. Okay, and your portion will be till second chapter till second unit. Okay, second chapter, second unit. Okay, whatever the numericals, whatever the theory portion related to the second chapter, second unit, from there you have to prepare. That's it. Unit 1. How we can measure the volume of the irregular body? First one, measurement of volume of irregular solid body. Okay, how we can measure the volume of the irregular solid body it is given. Okay, there will be two types. Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, your video is not clear.
Video is not clear. Rest of the students. Wait. Okay, rest of the students.
Good morning,
Sir,
sir.
Others clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear. Sir, I have to ask a doubt.
Ah.
Sir, you have told that from chapter second unit only we have to prepare. But sir, the third unit is related to all the equations related to numericals. Then how?
Second chapter, second unit, it is also related to the numerical. Just see it. Once I will complete it, then I will tell you how it is related. Third, because in third chapter, in third unit, maximum numericals only given. Just see it. In third unit, second chapter, third unit, most of the numericals only given. So third, that's why I am not touching the third unit. Okay, till second unit you have to prepare. Okay, others.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how we can measure the volume of the irregular body? First one, the volume of the solid heavier than water. It's a general method. Whenever if you are going to take any beaker, and suppose it is filled with water. Okay, suppose we have taken a beaker. In this beaker, water is filled, and suppose till 50 ml of water it is filled in this one. Okay, and if any solid, any irregular solid, if we are going to emerge, okay, any solid, if we are going to emerge in this water, then see what the thing is going to happen. See this one. Once we are going to emerge a heavy solid, okay, then in this condition, the level of the water in the given tube, it will be rise. Suppose previously it is 50 ml, then after that 70 ml. Okay, 70 ml. Then what is the difference? Suppose this is V1 and this is V2. So volume of solid V2 minus V1, what 70 minus 50, 20 ml you will get. Clear to everyone? By this way, you can measure the volume of the any irregular solid that is heavier than the water. Clear to everyone? Clear? Now, come to the next one. First one you have got the volume of the solid heavier than water. Second thing you have to find out volume of solid lighter than water. That means in first case we have taken the volume of solid heavier than water, but in second case we are going to yes. Second thing we are going to take volume of solid lighter than water. Okay, lighter than water, just see it. We take a container. Measuring cylinder, just take it. Water is filled with this one. Okay, then here any irregular solid is dipped in this one. Okay, and this is this solid density is more than the water. First case. In first case, I've taken a measuring cylinder. Okay, in this measuring cylinder, water is filled. Okay, and we are simply going to dip into the this solid. We are going to dip inside the liquid or water. Okay, then what the thing is going to happen? The level of the water you have to note down. Suppose it is 60 ml. Suppose it is given 60 ml. 60 ml you have got. That means once you are going to dip the solid whose density is more than the water, then the level of the water, whatever the level of the water, it is going to rise. Just note down. Then secondary, what the thing you have to do is you have to take a cork. Okay, you have to take a cork, and cork will be lighter than water. Okay, once you take a cork and just dip inside the water, so it will float onto the surface of the water. You can check it. Okay, you can check it also. Take a cork. Okay, cork is lighter than water, and once you are trying to immerse also, if you are going to dip also, so within second it will come onto the surface of the water and it will try to float. Okay, so what you will do it, you have to take a measuring cylinder, then solid you have to take it, then dip inside it, the level of the water, whatever the level of water it is going to rise, just note down. Then from the same solid you have to attach a cork. Just see from the diagram. Got it? Just see everything I have mentioned there. This is sinker. This is called sinker. In 5th or 6th chapter, you will get some question based on this one. Once you will see the chapter number 6, not right now. Don't see right now. In chapter number 6, some questions, some numericals problem, some concept based on this one. I will also explain. But right now, see how we will find the volume of the any solid that is lighter than the water. Then in this condition, just see it here with the same solid, irregular solid. I have attached a cork. Cork is lighter than the water. Now, whatever the level of the water that is going to rise in the given measuring cylinder, okay, whatever the level of the water that is going to rise in the measuring cylinder, you have to just do it minus. 65 ml I have mentioned there, and here 60 ml. Do it minus 5 ml will be the V2 minus V1, so that is 65 minus 65 ml. This will be the volume of the given cork that will be lighter than the water. Clear to all? Clear? Any doubt to anyone? Ayushi, what is the problem in this one? Ayushi Srivastava. Where is the problem? Just tell me. Well, until and unless you are not going to ask me, how I'll come to know. Yes, Ayushi.
Sir, I'm not able to understand how we will find the volume of solid body that is lighter than water.
Do one thing. You can practically do this thing. Practically do this thing. If you are not having the cork, thermocol you are having.
Yes, sir.
Thermocol sheet you are having, thermocol sheet. Just take a small piece, attach with the heavier object, and then see the level. You can practically this thing you can do at your home. Okay, I will show once the school will reopen, then I will show you how to perform this experiment. But you can also do this experiment at your home right now. Also, you can do it. Once I'm going to finish this session, then you can do this experiment. Immediately, you will get the result. Okay, if any container you are having at which the what I can say this measuring flask or system of cylinder you are having, then you can do this one. Okay, Ayushi.
Sir, after finding the difference, like 65 minus 60 is equal to 5 ml, then it is the volume of that cork and that substance both, no?
It will convert in centimeter cube. Okay, that will be the volume of the given cork. Okay, because on the basis of the level rising inside the cylinder, measuring cylinder, we can measure the how much space occupied, because the space occupied by a substance. Already I have explained the definition of volume. The space occupied by a substance is called what? Volume. So that means once we are going to dip any substance or any type of irregular solid or solid inside the measuring cylinder, then the level of the water will rise. And once the level of the water will rise, then note down the difference between the final level to initial level. You will get the result. Ayushi, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Adarsh. Yes.
Sir, we have to submit the copies at 20, sir. Till which topic we have to complete our notes?
Listen, whatever the chapter I'm going to complete on that date, only that thing you have to write it.
Okay, sir.
Suppose this chapter I'm going to complete till that date, so till write that. Okay. Just check it on before 19th, how much chapter I'm going to finish. Okay, whatever the chapter I will finish, till that point you have to write in your copy.
Yes,
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now see now everything is over. exercise exercise, any doubt it is there, just see it. If any doubt in exercise question, otherwise I have to start the next unit. Exercise, I think just see. What do you understand by the term of the volume of the substance? Easy. Unit of volume in a SI system, also easy.
Sir,
Yes, Ayush.
sir, we have to write the exercise also in the copy or only the important notes.
Only notes. And in the notes also, you have to know, need to write each and everything. That is, don't do the completely xerox of this book. Okay, whatever the important topic, only that thing you have to write it. And whatever the thing, the manner in which I am going to explain, same thing you have to write it. Okay,
Thank you,
just like the definition of the measure, the definition of the volume we can write, then some units of the volume, then after that, how we can measure the volume of the irregular body, how we can find the volume of the regular body, how we can find the volume of the liquid, like that only. Okay, whatever the thing that I'm explaining, short, not too much, no, not too much short, long manner. Right, this short, small answer. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Then Akshita. Yes, Akshita. Akshita. Akshita, where is the doubt? Leave it. It's not giving the response. Okay, now, question number 7. Just see it. Question number 7. See it, or question number 6. Just see. Find the volume of a book of a length 25 centimeter. These questions, numericals, you have to write it. Numericals you have to solve. You can solve it also, easy one. Find the volume of a book of length 25 centimeter, breadth 18 centimeter, and height 2 centimeter in meter cube. You can solve it. All of you can solve it. Volume equal to length into. Okay, others I've got. Who has not understood the lighter than the solid? Just see those who have not got this one. Volume of the solid that is lighter than the liquid. Just see it. What I have done. Simply, you can't immerse the cork. Okay, simply you can't directly immerse the this cork inside the water. So for that purpose, firstly you have to immerse a solid, okay, whose density is more than the water. And once you will immerse the solid inside the water, then in this condition, the level of the water you have to note down. The level of whatever the level of the water it is there inside the measuring cylinder, just note down. Then after that, what you will do it, you have to take a cork, and cork is lighter than the solid. Okay, just attach this cork, and automatically 100% it will be like that. If the cork is attached to the irregular solid, then in this condition again not too much level of the water will rise. Little bit, whatever the level of water is going to rise, that also note down. Then note down the difference between the final stage to initial stage. You will get the whatever the volume of the cork. Still having doubt? Some student has written in the chat box that I'm having doubt. Those who have written it is clear. Clear. Now, see this one. So 7 question number. Okay, they will be clear. Now the level of the water in the measuring cylinder 12.5 ml. When a stone is lowered in it, the volume is 21 ml. Find the volume of the stone. You can find out. Okay, very good. So 21 minus 12.5. 21 ml minus 12.5. Easily you can do it. Now 7, 8 also you can do it. Now no need to just go through this exercise. Fifth one, 6, 7, 8. Question number you have to solve. Exercise question 6, 7, 8. That is the numerical problem. You have to solve it. Okay. Clear to all. Now see the next one. Now, any more doubt to anyone in unit 5th, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'm going to start the next unit. Unit 6. No need to solve the question number 5. Paridhi. No, only 6, 7, 8. Only question number 6, 7, and 8.
Sir, exercise question will come in exam.
What?
Exercise questions.
The question can ask from anywhere. How I can say this one? The question will ask from an exercise question only. Question can ask.
Sir,
Listen. Question can ask from any corner, but it will be given in your book, but it will be outside the book.
sir, we have to not write in copy.
Eh?
Sir, in copy we have to not write. Copy.
Copy only 6, 7, 8 questions you write now make this exercise.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Ah.
Sir, can you please explain this relation between the unit of volume and 1 liter of water?
Your voice is not getting clear. Huh? Your voice is not clear, Sanil. Your voice is not
Sir,
clear. Ah.
sir, can you please explain the relation between the unit of volume and 1 liter of water?
Which I'm not getting you. What you are asking for? 1 liter or 1 meter? What you are asking for? 1 liter.
Sir, the relation.
Huh?
Sir, the relation between the unit of volume and 1 liter of water.
1 liter equal to 1000 centimeter cube. What is the problem with this one?
Sir, how it is derived?
This one you are asking for. How it will be derived? 1 liter
Yes, sir.
equal to this thing. What is the problem? Just tell me. Tell me a single word. Then where is the problem? It's a very easy concept. In class 6, 7, in class 6, 7, these things we have studied. Any other one is having doubt in this one? Firstly, you see yourself. Then after that, you can ask me. Where is the doubt in this one? Just tell me. Where is the doubt in 1 liter and 1000 centimeter cube? Sanil, I'm asking to you. Sanil?
Sir, how it is derived, I can't understand.
Properly it is mentioned. Just see it. Acha, any line you have seen from the book?
Yes, sir.
Which line you are not getting? Just tell me. Then after that I will. Because the thing is that it's a very easy concept. These things, it's a very lower
Sir,
class.
sir, second.
1 meter cube equal to 1000, 10 to the power of 6 centimeter cube. This thing you are getting?
Yes, sir.
1 meter cube equal to 10 to the power of 6 centimeter cube. This thing you are getting?
Yes, sir.
1 meter cube equal to 10 to the power 1 meter cube equal to 10 to the power of 100 into 100 into 100. Three times you can write it. Centimeter cube. We can write.
Yes, sir.
Just see. 1 meter cube means 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then don't chat to each other, all of you. Anshuman, whatever the thing, if you want to ask, directly ask to me. Just see Ayush, what you are doing? I am going to write your name and just I will call to your parents. Then after that you will be fine. Hundred centimeter into 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. Clear? Sunil, till here clear this one?
Yes, sir.
1 meter cube equal to what? 100 into 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 to the power of 6 centimeter cube. Now tell me where is the doubt? After
Sir,
that,
sir, second line.
second one what? 1 liter equal to 10. What it is written? 1 liter equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 liter cube. Same thing written now. Just see it. Second line. 1 liter equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. Same thing written now.
Yes, sir.
Just see. 1 liter equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. Then what you can write? 10 to the power of minus 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 3. 3 times, na? Convert in centimeter cube, what you'll get? Better you convert in centimeter directly, just see it. Directly convert it in centimeter. 10 to the power of minus 3. 1 meter equal to how much? 1 meter equal to how much centimeter?
100.
100 centimeters. So 100 centimeter. Now solve it. What is it? You see it. 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of 1. 3 times 6 centimeter cube. So what is that? 10 to the power of 3 centimeter cube. Now, okay.
Yes, sir.
Sunil,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now just see it. Any other doubt, Sunil? Any other doubt? Now see the next one, measurement of mass. Mass can be measured by a physical balance. Okay, whenever if we have to measure the mass, so mass can be measured by the use of the physical balance. Physical balance diagram already given in your book. Just see, it is based on the principle of moment. Few things you have to keep in your mind. By the use of the physical balance, we can measure the mass accurately. Okay. In your daily life, you can see whenever if you are going to purchase anything from the market, electronic digital balance it is also there. Then after that, one taraju, that is also there. Okay. Both the side one side they are putting the substance, one side they are putting the weight. Then after that, measuring this one by the use of this needle balance, they are trying to find the exact weight it is there or not. But that will not give the perfect result. Try to understand this one. Once you are just see what I'm talking about, the basic physical balance that you are using in our daily life. Whenever if you are going to purchase anything from the market, that is, I'm just talking about the Raju. That one, once you are going to take it, one side they are keeping the substance, one side they are keeping the weight, and then after that, by the movement of the needle, they are trying to find what is the exact mass of the given object. Both sides it is balanced or not. but this will not give the accurate measurement. Okay, once you will take it on the real physical balance, so it will not give the perfect result. 100%. There will be some error. If suppose you have purchased 1 kg of potato or tomato, so in this case, once you are going to measure with the exact physical balance, so maybe it will be some variance will be there, some variance will be there. But the same thing you are going to measure with the physical balance, laboratory balance, then in this condition, there will be Winston, what you are doing? Then it will be properly balanced. Okay, physical balance already available in our laboratory. You can see it. Once the school will be open, then I will show to you also how the physical balance can be used. Just see, physical balance is completely based on the principle of moment. Principle of moments means the product of the force and distance. Product of the force and displacement or distance, perpendicular distance. Both the side, left hand side as well as right hand side. It should be similar to each other. Until and unless both the side is not similar to, that's why it will give the perfect result. Okay, that's why it will give that perfect result. Just see in the diagram, two sides, the pan is given in your book. Just see it. I'm going to show you by the use of book. But if once I will draw the diagram, it will take too much time to just explain these things. Just see. Two things it is there. This side and this side. One side pan and second side pan. Two pans are there. All of you are able to see? Because once I will draw the diagram, it will take too much time. So that's why I will explaining by the use of book. See, there are two K1 and K2. Just see, it's called knife edge. K stands for knife edge. Okay, both the side stirrup are there. Just see, stirrup are there. Just see, stirrup means simply stand at which you have to simply suspend the pans. Okay, left side you have to keep the weight, and right side you have to keep the substance whose mass you have to measure. Got it? Left side keep the weight, okay, and right side you have to keep the substance whose mass you have to measure. This physical balance will give the accurate measurement. Keep this thing in mind. That in our daily life, whatever the physical balance you are getting, okay, that will not give the error-free result. But this will give the, because it's a laboratory physical balance, so it will give the accurate result without any error. Clear? Especially in the gold shops. Listen, in the gold shops nowadays, in gold shops, garment shop, you can see this one. If sometime you are going there, so they are right now they are using the electronic digital balance. Okay, electronic physical balance, but in the, if you go just past 20 years back, so they are using the same physical balance for measuring the mass of the gold. They are using the same physical balance. Just see, here needle is there, in between there is a needle. By the needle oscillation we can check it, proper movement it is there or not. Okay, clear this one? All of you, what happened to all of you? Listen, once the school will open, then I will show to you. Until and unless you will not see it, you will be unable to understand properly. Right now, from the books, From the book itself, you can see it. Something will be clear. But if you want to make it clear, more clear, so you have to see it. Until and unless you will not see, it will be not clear. 100%. Okay. So now see the next thing, measurement of time. Measurement of time. Next thing, just see it. Otherwise, next coming term, if time will be there, I will also explain. I will also explain this one by the use of diagram, or once I will bring it also here. Once the time will get, I will bring the physical balance here. From here I will explain. Okay. Then measurement of time. The interval between two events. The interval between two events is called time. Okay. The interval between two events is called Arey Baba, listen. If in any section I am not teaching any section, some students have written this one, those, sir, you are not teaching in my section. If I am not teaching in your section, then don't take tension. I will just convey the message to the concerned teacher. The sir, please explain that one. Okay, don't be panic about this one. Okay, don't be panic about this one. That if I am not teaching in your class, then I will not explain. So if I am not teaching also in your class, so I will also explain that. I will also tell the same thing I will tell to the teacher. Sir, please explain this one. Okay, don't take tension. Don't take any tension regarding this one. Okay. So measurement of time. The interval between two events is called time. Okay. The interval between two events is called time. How we can measure the time? By the use of the simple pendulum. By the use of simple pendulum. Okay, what is simple pendulum? Just see it. Take a metallic sphere. Okay, take a metallic sphere attached to a weightless and inextensible thread. Okay, take a metallic sphere or bob. It is also known as metallic sphere or bob. What is known as bob. Okay, and it is attached to a inextensible thread. Weightless. Weightless and inextensible thread. And if it is capable to rotate to and fro from its mean position, then such type of device is called what? Simple pendulum. Okay. Any pendulum, okay, any bob that is attached to a weightless and inextensible thread and capable to move to and fro from its mean position is called simple pendulum. By this device, we can measure the time. Okay, got it? What? Again, try to understand this one. How we can define simple pendulum? If a bob or a metallic sphere, attached to a weightless and inextensible thread and capable to move to and fro from its mean position is called what? Simple pendulum. By the use of this one, listen, these practicals, on the basis of the ones you will open the practical book. Practical copy, I think all of you have got. In practical copy, once you will open it, you will see the experiment related to this. simple pendulum it is given, and also given how to find the time by use of the simple pendulum. Procedure is also given. Once you will open the book, practical record file, practical book, in that book you will get this one. What is simple pendulum? Clear? All of you? Clear or not? Very good. Now, some definition related to that, simple pendulum. How you can define oscillation? If any object, any bob is capable to move freely from their mean position and trying to oscillate or trying to move to and fro from its mean position, then it is called oscillation. Okay, whenever if any body or any bob is suspended to a weightless and inextensible thread and capable to move to and fro, then it is called free to move to and fro, then it is called oscillation. Okay, then come to the second definition. How can define amplitude? Amplitude, how can define? Whenever if any body is oscillating to and fro, try to understand the words that I'm telling. Okay, whenever if any body is moving to and fro, that means here and there. If any body is moving to and fro from its mean position, so maximum displacement done by the body. Maximum displacement done by the body in any one direction. That means either in this direction or in this direction. That means whenever if any body is oscillating freely, then the maximum displacement done by the body in any direction, that means whether in the left hand side or right hand side. Okay. Clear? What? Whenever if any body is oscillating freely, then maximum displacement done by the body from its mean position is called amplitude. And maybe maximum displacement can be in this direction as well as also or in this direction. Any direction you can take it. Okay, it is denoted by a small a. Write down anywhere. Denoted by a small a. Its unit is millimeter or centimeter, not in meter. Don't write in meter. Okay, millimeter or centimeter denoted by a small a. Now third one. Time period. Okay. Time period. Whenever if Deo Mishra
Sir, I have raised hand to give answer for that time period.
eh?
Sir, to give answer for that time period, I thought you were asking.
Okay. Time period. Whenever if any body is oscillating freely. Okay. Whenever if any body is oscillating freely, then you are having part, having a simple pendulum. No matter. Keep the simple pendulum with you. Listen, yes, very good. Keep the simple pendulum with you, and then by the use of the digital watch, you can calculate this one. By the use of the digital watch, you can calculate the time period or time. Okay, part. So whenever if any body is oscillating freely, then for one complete oscillation, whatever the time taken is called time period. Okay. If any body is oscillating freely, then for one oscillation, whatever the time taken is called what? Time period. Clear? All of you, clear? For completing one oscillation, that means suppose the bob it is going to start from here. moving there, then again reaching here. Got it? That means the point at which the bob is going to start, if at the same point it is going to reach, okay, the point at which the bob has start motion, if after moving again it is reaching at the same position, then it is going to complete one rotation. Not here to here one rotation. Here to here, then again here. Then for completing one rotation, for complete one oscillation, whatever the time taken is called time period. We note it by capital T. Ayushi.
Sir, that time is fixed.
What?
Sir, that time is fixed.
No, time may be changed. Time may be changed according to the length. It will be changed. According to the length, it will be changed. Okay. Ayushi.
Yes.
If length will be, it will be affected. Length it is going to change. Time period it will be changed. But for one oscillation, you have to count. You have to just observe how much time it is taking. Ayushi, clear?
Yes, sir.
Then Adarsh. Yes.
So I have to ask, sir, does the length of the string, sir, the length of the string, so what I was saying. Sir, wait one minute. Sir, does the length of the string affect the time period of a pendulum?
Diameter? How the diameter will
The
affect?
length. Sir, length.
Wait. I've got length of the thread. It will affect the time period because time is directly proportional to the square root of length. Okay, you can
And
listen. Do one thing. If any object, just like Parth is having a simple pendulum, you can also purchase from the market. Hardly it will be 20 rupees. 20, 30 rupees, one bob you will get. A small metallic sphere. You can ask from any this science corner shop or from the any scientific emporium, from any one. The place at which the laboratory items are there. You can just purchase a very 20 or 30 rupees. You can purchase it. So take that one, suspend it, and just after that change the length also. change the length of the thread and just check the time. Every time it will get a different one. That means it is totally depend on to the length. If length will change, time period will change. Okay, length will not change, time period will remain same. Okay, others clear?
And sir, yes, sir. And sir, if mass is doubled, then if mass of the bob will be doubled, sir, if mass will increase, sir, if mass of the bob will be doubled, then
I have got your question. If mass is double, then time period will be also affected. Because less time in your book it is not given, but in higher class it is given. The time period T equal to 2 pi under root m pi k. Time is directly proportional to the square root of mass. Okay, time is directly proportional to square root of mass, so it will be also affected. That means in your book it is not given, but in higher class this thing is given. So if mass it is going to change, so time period will be also affected. Others clear?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And sir, what are the things which do not affect the time period of pendulum?
Temperature.
But sir, by temperatures, yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
any other doubt to anyone? Because time is already too much. Time is already too much. If any other one is having any type of doubt, you can ask to me. Because already 10:38. No doubt to anyone. Next coming turn, tomorrow I will explain the next thing and I will try to complete this unit in this week only. Okay. Do one thing, try to solve some numerical relate given in this unit. Okay. Any doubt to anyone? Any problem, any confusion, any doubt? Others, still you having doubt? How much you are having doubt?
Sir, I have read it. Sir, it's related to numerical, sir, but I will ask in next class.
Okay. Okay, thank you to all of you. And if
Thank
any
you, sir.
doubt to anyone, you can ask to me in the next coming turn. Okay, thank you to all of you.